નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Standard 10th, Subject Science, Chapter 3rd, Metals and Non-Metals. So dear students, today we will discuss how do metals react with solutions of other metal salts. See what we are going to discuss? Metals, how they are behaving with the other metal salts. Okay. So here what we have to do, here you have to go with the activity. So first of all, take a clean wire of copper and an iron nail. So what you have to take? Take a clean wire of copper as well as iron nail, iron key. Now, what you have to do? Put the copper wire in a solution of iron sulfate, FeSO4 means iron sulfate, and iron nail in a solution of copper sulfate. Say, try to understand here, students. Put the copper wire in a solution of iron sulfate, and iron nail you have to keep in the solution of copper sulfate. So, what you are going to observe after 20 minutes, you have to record your observation. Okay, the same activity, you will see here, test tube will be there here. See the test tube now. So, this one is copper sulfate solution and this one is iron sulfate solution. In copper sulfate solution, what we have to keep? See, in the copper sulfate solution, iron nail will be there, and in the iron sulfate solution, copper wire will be there. Okay. So, now, in which test tube, what you are going to observe here, some of the questions are given to you. In which test tube did you find that reaction has occurred? Okay, this is question number 1. And second one, on what basis can you say that a reaction has actually taken place? See here, in this test tube, copper sulfate solution, when you kept the iron nail, so here reaction, you know that copper sulfate here blue color, and here it will be light green color. This blue color slowly changes to light green. So that is why here the reaction has taken place. But here no reaction. Here, see, when you added the copper wire in the iron sulfate solution, no reaction takes place. So what the idea, students? Now you will see that write a balanced chemical equation. So what you have to write? And name the reaction also. So write a balanced chemical reaction, name the reaction, displacement reaction. So what the reaction will be there? When you added iron nail, Fe plus copper sulfate, CuSO4. So when you added iron into the solution of copper sulfate, so this copper is displacing. So what you will get? You got iron sulfate and see copper is displaced. Here you got the copper. So copper is displaced. See, when you added iron in a solution of copper sulfate, copper is displaced. So you got the iron sulfate solution. Okay? So this way, it means what? The more reactive element displaces the less reactive element. So that you already learned that this is the displacement reaction. So what you are saying, dear students? Displacement reactions. So reactive metals can displace less reactive metals from their compounds in a solution or in the molten form. So in the solution or in the molten form. So we have seen that in the previous sections that all metals are not equally reactive. See, all metals are not going to react. We checked the reactivity of various metals with oxygen. See, we have already seen the metals with oxygen, metals with acid, okay, water and acids. But all metals do not react with these reagents. See, you know that some of the metals are reacting, some of the metals are less reactive, some of the metals did not reactive. So like this observation you got it earlier. So So we are not able to put all the metal samples what we have collected in the decreasing order of their activity. So you cannot put in the decreasing order of the activity. So displacement reaction, what you studied in the chapter 1, gives the better evidence, gives the better proof for us about the reactivity of metals. So it is only the simple way and the easiest way that if metal A displaces the metal B from its solution, see, metal A displaces metal B from its solution, and what you will get? So you will get it is the more reactive than the B. So means you say that metal B is displaced, so metal A is more reactive than the B. Okay, then here, which metal, what you have discussed here, which metal, copper or iron you have discussed here, is more reactive according to your observations. So which is the more reactive element? So yes, students, you have seen that iron is the more reactive element than the copper. Okay, now we will see the reactivity series. The reactivity series is a list of metals. So what do you mean by reactivity series? The reactivity series is a list of metals in the order of their decreasing activities. See, the reactivity series is a list of metals in the order of their decreasing activities. Okay, so we have seen that after performing the displacement reaction or displacement experiments, see, after the conformation, means after performing the displacement reactions, the following series known as the reactivity series. So this, then they have done the reactivity series, or you are saying the activity series. Okay, don't get confusion here. Either you can say reactivity series or you can say activity series has been developed. Okay. Now you see the reactivity series. Say reactivity series of metals. Say potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium. See that. And zinc, iron, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold. See like this. So we have to, dear students, like a table, this you have to what? Memorize. Or this you have to keep in the mind. Say potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold. So like this way you have to remember. So here what will be there? These are more reactive elements. So this one is the most reactive. Here most reactive. See, this one is most reactive here. So when it is going on here, what will be happens? Reactivity decreases. See, reactivity will be decreases. Okay. When you are going down, the reactivity decreases, or you can say that moderate reactive. And here the least reactive will form. What will be there in the board here? Least reactive. Okay. So this is the reactivity series. See, dear students, so what we have seen now today, we have seen that we have taken metals react with the solutions of metal salts. Okay, first of all, what we have done? Take a clean wire of copper and iron nail. And then what we have done? Put the copper wire in the solution of iron sulfate. And then what we have done? Iron nail in the solution of copper sulfate. So then you have this observation. After 20 minutes, you have to go for observation. Okay. Then you have seen that the blue color of the copper sulfate slowly changes to when you added iron nail to the blue color. So what happens? This iron nail you have added to the copper sulfate, the blue color slowly changes to the green colors. So we can say that here, so iron is more reactive than the copper. But you see the another question in the here what will be the iron sulfate solution? You added the copper wire, but here no reaction because the color did not change. So then you say, so from this you will come to know that copper is less reactive than the iron. Okay, got the idea? So now this reaction is displacement reaction we are saying. What reaction? Displacement reaction. In displacement reaction, you know that more reactive element displaces the less reactive element. Say iron plus Fe plus CuSO4, iron plus copper sulfate, then you got iron sulfate and copper. So means when you added iron to the copper sulfate solution, copper is displaced here and you got the iron sulfate solution. Okay. Now next one we have seen that reactivity series. The reactivity series is a list of metals, or you can say the activity series. See, either you can say the reactivity series or you can say the activity series is a list of metals in the order of their decreasing activities. Okay, here all these elements: potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold. So these are the metals is arranged in the what? Decreasing order. So this you have to remember. The top one is the most reactive, then slowly decreases, and when you come down, so reactivity decreases, and the last one is the least reactive. Okay, students, got the idea now? So next we will discuss the next heading is how do metals and non-metals react. Okay, students. So this we have completed now. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you for joining us.